Hello again. It's me with another short story. These are some of the 60 short stories I've written over the past 40 odd years, and I'm reading them on YouTube because when I die, I know that the papers will just be thrown away. And I thought, oh, why should I? Why should they go? So, anyway, hope you enjoy them. And if you do, please click like and subscribe. Be much appreciated. This is called Dogged by me, written by me, read by me, copyright by me, Al Donaldson. Dogged. I love Bedlington Terriers, so full of fun and friendly, unless you're a fox, a badger, a cat, or a rabbit. I fell in love with them years ago, so when I was in a position to own a dog, I knew exactly what breed to get. I wasn't prepared for how very expensive they are. It's a learning curve. People don't realize just how much there is to learn, not only about looking after a dog, but people's responses to one. I knew about fouling pavements, the dog, not me, and coming into contact with other dogs, some friendly, some not so friendly. And that went for other dog owners as well. But my biggest concern was how shop owners responded to a dog in their shop. It was when I was taking Daisy for her evening walk. It was winter and dark, about 9 p.m. The streets were deserted. As I neared a corner shop, I remembered I needed a bottle of wine for cooking purposes. I looked at the sign on the door. No dogs unless guide dogs, it read. I looked at Daisy and looked for a hook to attach her lead. There was none. So how was I going to tie her up? She would just wander off under a car, or someone might claim her as their own. Also, why would I want to leave a very expensive dog tied up outside a shop? I looked inside. There were no customers, so in I slipped with Daisy in tow. I marched straight over to the wine, picked a bottle of red, and came straight over to the man behind the till. "Dogs aren't allowed," he said. "There isn't anywhere to tie her up outside your shop, isn't there?" "No, there isn't." "No dogs are allowed inside," he repeated. "Why is that then?" "Hygiene." I was a bit annoyed he hadn't addressed the no hooks outside problem. "You'll be closing up soon, won't you? And washing the floor." "There are no customers to complain, so where's the harm?" "No dogs allowed. Those are the rules," he said. This was while ringing up my purchase and holding out his hand for the money. Obviously, dogs were no hindrance to profits. I paid him, and as I left, I said, "My dog is probably cleaner than most of your customers." So that was a lesson learned. Food shops were a no-go area, especially shops that had no apparatus to tie a dog to. Weeks later, whilst on my walk with Daisy, I started to get a headache, and the local chemist was in sight. Again, there was no hooks to tie a dog to. I was puzzled to see a sign on the door which read, "No dogs unless guide dogs." The chemist didn't sell food, so why? I marched in with Daisy and hung about the counter to be served. Then this young man came over and said to me, "Sorry, no dogs allowed." "Why not? You don't sell food." "Those are the rules, I'm afraid." "But it's a busy road outside, and you have nowhere to tie a dog's lead to." He was adamant. "Those are the rules." I was getting annoyed. "But guide dogs are allowed." "Yes, guide dogs are allowed, but they are still dogs." "Those are the rules." I had a flash of inspiration. "This is my guide dog." "What?" "Daisy is my guide dog." It took the wind out of his sails. He wasn't expecting that. He apologized profusely and turned to go back stacking shelves or persecuting others when he turned back and said, "What sort of guide dog is she?" Well, she wasn't a Labrador. He could see I wasn't blind. It was my turn to have the wind taken out of my sails. The cheek of it. How dare he ask me? Inspiration returned. "Daisy is trained to remind me to take my antipsychotic pills. Hold on. I leaned over to Daisy. What's that you're saying? I haven't taken them this morning, and I'm becoming homicidal, and this headache is the first sign of my aggression. Before I could straighten up, the upstart said, So you need some paracetamol? He hurried to the rear of the counter and came back with a packet. He thrust it into my hand. No charge, he said, and opened the door for me to exit. I noticed he looked a lot more pallid than when I entered. Cheeky bugger. Hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, please click like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed it. That's what they're here for. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you now. See you next time.